We do want layers, we do want shape around the face. Let's take this here, point cut straight across. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you much for being here. So in today's video, what we're going to do is we're doing a butterfly haircut, but not as you know it. You've seen by the thumbnail, it's a reverse. Now, when we work a butterfly haircut, it's normally taken forward so we can sort of manipulate the front shape. But you can manipulate the front shape and length by doing different things, which is why we're going to visit this today. And this is on the back of my reverse wolf cut that everybody's loving right now. So let's get stuck into this. This is going to achieve a bit more length around the front, but more of like a universal sort of length and shape towards this haircut, rather than it being heavily layered at the front and more non-layered towards the back. We're going to be getting a bit more layering at the back and a bit longer at the front from a traditional butterfly haircut. So let's get into it. So what we're going to do is we are just splitting this mannequin into two halves, like so. We're going to go straight down the back, and we're going to be working with bobbles. And somebody commented on one of my videos yesterday saying, I don't know where you're from, but no one calls bands bubbles. Now, my accent might have made it sound like bubbles, but I'm saying bobbles. And in the UK, we call them bobbles. Don't know why, but we do. So we're going to get straight to the section pattern. I will break it down for you once I've done it. So let's get straight into it. Right, guys, so that is us all sectioned out. And you can see we've basically got a middle part working all the way through the back section, like so. And we've got two pigtails, I suppose, but they're working from that high point at the head that I always talk about. Now, if you are a hairdresser, you will understand this, because we're basically going to be working and everything elevated up to the ceiling from that high point of the head. Granted, it's slightly off of it because it's just into that side and into that side, but it is still, if I was to turn my comb that way, we're still working on that flat point and high point of the head. So that's why that's there. Now, what we're going to be looking at today is we're working over direction back, over direction through there forward, over direction straight up, which will then mean whatever is closest to the bobble or to the haircut is going to be shorter, and everything externally is going to be longer, which is why these haircuts work so well visually, to be able to show you. If you were to just basically do one cut and cut it and then see it fall and drop, you'll be able to see the haircut before your eyes instantly, which is why I really love to explore these. So we're going to work with the same length, which is how we're going to maintain balance on both sides. So when it comes to me cutting, say, we're basically going to cut here, we're going to bring that up, we're going to cut there. Balanced both sides, because the sections are exactly the same on both sides, and the tension and everything on these bobbles are exactly the same. So should we get straight into the haircut to show you what a reverse butterfly haircut looks like, and we'll explain a little bit further. Scissors in hand, let's get this cut. So this mannequin, as you see at the beginning, was very sparse on the ends. So we want to be, you can see here, quite sparse. We do want to be affecting the length slightly, because we want to be taking off the hair that isn't really wanted. And by layering that hair to this degree, we'll be taking off a lot of that. So we can see, which is just below my arm, you'll see there's a really nice full blunt line there. So when we cut our length to there, or our layer to there, sorry, it's going to give us a much stronger shape than we were working with originally. And because we're elevating straight up to the ceiling, it's going to be the softest possible. We're over directing, which is going to maintain length around the perimeter, and we're going to get from here, they're all stretching up into that bobble. We're going to get this beautiful shape around the face. We're going to be maintaining the length, giving you a beautiful butterfly haircut, but like you've never seen before. So let's cut it. Now I think we're going to take that off. So that is near enough my comb's length. And I'm just going to point cut across there. The reason I'm taking this much off, I mean, this is a lot of hair, but we do want layers. We do want shape around the face. But most of all, we want to be affecting that sort of sparseness on those ends. And I know we've elevated everything up, but all those ends that were here will be dragged up, and we'll be removing them. Right, we want a guide. So a guide will be, let's take this here, and we're just going to pop that into our fingers and the comb, bring it straight up. Now, we've got a beautiful guide there in this piece of hair here. So we're just going to do exactly the same. Point cut straight across. That section there is coming straight up, exactly the same as the other side. So we're not going to be over directing or moving this at all. We're just keeping that in a stationary position, straight up to that ceiling, giving us a perfectly symmetrical shape. We're going to take out these bobbles now, look at it, give it a little shake. I know you like that. And then we'll check out the finished result. 1, 2, and give it a little shake. Now, if we want to adjust the length at all, we can add a little bit of refining, but let's just check out what we are left with. A beautiful layered haircut, butterfly-esque, and it's just sorted out those ends for us. So now you can see we're not so sparse around here, but we could do with taking some off. So let's just level up and strengthen up that baseline, and then we'll check out that result. So there we go, guys. That is the length taken off. You can see there's a much blunter baseline there. Now, these haircuts being reversed are there to give you a softer approach and a softer look to these results. So when you look at the original butterfly haircut, original wolf cut, where it's all taken forward, you've got this really shortness through here, but look at the shape of this. You've got this real subtle face framing, I suppose, when it comes to the layering. And let's just look at where it starts. So our shortest layer being there, and it just drifts around about here, same there. But because we cut it the way we did, we've got perfect symmetry. So working on the high point of the head, the flat plane of that head, bringing it straight up, having the same guide gives you perfect symmetry to this haircut. You can see the layers in there just beautifully. It just works beautifully. Now, if you want to refine it, is it broken? My mannequin stand's broken. If you wanted to refine it, what you can do is you could just look at where we took that ponytail, which was back here, and bring back that section and do this. And I know what you're saying. How are we supposed to do that ourselves? I've told you in other videos. Go and get your neighbour. You go and get your neighbour, and then you just say, look at this. This is what this guy's doing. Or better yet, you go and find your favourite hair salon, go and get your hairdresser, and you get them to do this for you. Because you'll have a much better result, much better haircut, and you'll feel great. So look, just a little bit of refining there. We can continue to do it, but this is a ponytail haircut, like I said. So we're not going to be doing too much refining because I'm going to bring you the salon version very, very soon. But I just want to show you this really quick way. I'm going to take the head off because this mannequin stand's broken. Like that. So look at that ripple. Look at the layers. Beautiful. A great way to refresh a haircut, add some layers, but give you that little bit more to it by having 2 ponytails on either side, because it will give you a much different look to if you just had one, or if you pulled it all forward like the original. So let me know in the comments down below if you've enjoyed it. If you have, let me know. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button. Until next time, I will see you on the next video.